looks like a teenage bride. Joe's as old as dirt, but don't you fear. He's the credit card connection of the year. Points and miles, the world's his stage. He's got wisdom that don't show his age. Hola mi gente, ven a bailar. Joe Barreto's got rewards to spell. Vuela con milas, toca el cielo también. From Hackensack straight to the Bronx again. He's got the Plymouth, the governor's hand.
Hola, mi gente. Joe Barreto live from the Credit Card Connection Studios in really beautiful Hackensack, New Jersey. How you doing, mi gente? You already know if it's Tuesday, it's Hola, mi gente Tuesday. It's Wepa Tuesday. Is your boy is back and the Knicks are going to kick some. You already know. Guys, I'm so happy to. Yo, if you can see behind the scenes here, I got somebody here. We already know who was going like this, but I'll bring them up in a few. But mi gente, I want to thank you as always for being here tonight. We got a show that's going to be popping. So I'm going to literally fly through the chat because as you guys know, I always say hi to mi gente. I love you guys. So we're going to kick it off. Davo, yes, sir. How you doing, Davo? What's going on? Point CFO, how you doing? Counting down the minutes. Let's do this, Papa. Gary, thank you for being here, Gary. I appreciate you. Not which is the best, which built from that teaser, but which gets nerfed badly. Wepa, let's see what happens. Spencer está en la casa. He'll be here in a minute. John, how you doing, Papi? I love you. Thank you so much for the membership. I appreciate you, and thank you for being a member for 26 months. Te quiero mucho, Papi. Garrett, aloha Danica, how you doing, Papi? What's going on? Thank you for being here. Travis, don't feel bad for Spencer. He's fine. He'll live. He'll survive. You already know Travis. Ramnachek, how you doing? Hola, mi gente. What's going on? Lithium, Wepa, Team CSR. Oh, snap. He threw down the gauntlet. George Ramel, how you doing, Papi? Can't wait for another epic showdown. It's going to be epic is right. Pre-built. I was BBP all other. That's a great card, and we're going to talk about that one. Nemo, what's going on, Papi? Hello to you and your family. Away Again Travel, hello to you. James Ragland, how you doing, Papi? What's going on? Hope you're feeling great. Hope that first month back to work full-time just did you right, and you're doing well, Papi. Thank you for being here, James, as always. Family Travel, John, how you doing? Battle of the ecosystem to the death. Let's see who wins. Hybrid Vortex, how you doing? Wepa to you. It's a stack live. That's right. Rodney Thomas, the Rodman in La Casa. Wepa to you. Rewards Master with a steel chair. That's right. Yo, he's got a steel chair, all right. Yo, Johnny Tulare, 73. How you doing, Papi? How's it going? Nurican, what's going on? Hola to you and your family. If they have Chase and City Premier should be in the fight. Yo, that's for another panel. We had too much. I couldn't stick so many cool people into that one thumbnail. That's why. Damn, thank you coming in hot with the super chat. Let's freaking go. Absolutely. And the man with the coolest name, Stinky Monkey Baby. How you doing? Here for that live. Guys, make sure you hit that like button. All right, mi gente. We're already at 95 people. This is insanity. Damn, thank you again, Papi, for the super chat. I appreciate you. Travis, agreed. Uh-oh, we got people just picking sides. Sleepy Rod, remember 14 months. Built Palladium kills all cards. Get them. Oh, my God. I love it. I love it. Thank you for being here, Sleepy Rod. Built in the house. Damn, they're throwing it down. Built no contest. Carrie, they're stacking this up. Wow, you had to do that to me, right, Spencer? Because I couldn't type. That's messed up. Go Spurs, go. Whatever. Joe does have an awesome intro. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate you. Flex Gains in La Casa, Gainesville. How you doing? Spurs in 7 in your dreams to get out of here. Not even close, damn. I love it. I love it. Hey, change my little Amex gold emoji to the Bilt. Oh, I got to update that. You're right. It's movie time. What's going on, Kiki? Key, the one and only, the queen. Key, how you doing, baby? Take strikes back with pays. What's up, Johnny Ma, the man? How you doing, Johnny Papi? Hope all is well with you. Get that popcorn ready. That's right, mama. Another one. 14 months. Okay, Joe. Wait. Where is your next gear? Hold on 1 second. I got something for someone who's here. Hold on 1 second. Terry? So, without further ado, there's no Nick gear available here in New York. You just can't find it. But who's got his Knicks jersey on, baby? That's right, mi gente. Harley, the man, the myth, the dog. Look at this. Harley está en la casa, mi gente. Spencer, this is for you. My dog is calling it right now. Knicks in 6. Harley said 6, and that's how it's going to be. Spencer, I can't wait to pull you up on the screen. Mi gente, say hola to the coolest dog ever. Look at that jersey. Look at that. Look at this. Look at daddy's baby, right? So, mi gente, Harley called it. Knicks in 6. Thank you, beautiful. You don't want to show your beautiful face? Come on, show your beautiful face. Guys, look. And I'm going to see who do you predict is going to win, honey?
The Knicks, of course.
So even if Spencer, who's there, who's not on the screen yet, he's talking crap, ma. Spencer's talking crap. What are you going to tell Spencer?
We're going to win. That's it.
That's it, because she said so. All right, guys? Look, it's a special night because Terry made it out here, all right? And Harley in his gear. See? Thank you, baby. I love you. Mwah. If I got lipstick, guys, you know where it came from, all right? I love you.
I love you.
All right. I'm going to bring up, first and foremost, for the first time on the live, Carrie, the rewards master. Welcome. How you doing?
Hola, mi gente.
Oh, shit. He's bringing the heat. Wepa to you, Papa. How you doing?
Hey.
What's going on,
Carrie?
Carrie?
Rewards master, and I'm here representing Bilt, and so honored to be here, Joe. Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here tonight. And I'm going to bring up now. Hola, Spencer.
What's going on? Let's go. Look, Spurs colors. He was born in it. Look at him. He's ready.
Odin is not playing fair. He was born with that. That's not fair. I had to go out and get mine. Spencer, how you doing, puppy? Thank you for being here tonight.
I'm doing great. Excited to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, are you kidding me, man? There was no way we were going to miss this one. Thank you for being here tonight. And I'm going to bring on.
Oh man, shoot. Sleep, man. I was waiting for her to get up here, man. Appreciate y'all for having me up here. Spencer, Spurs in 6, man. I got big money on the Spurs, bro. I got big money on the Spurs, so yeah. Spurs
you know what?
in 6.
You know what? I could really just remove you guys right now, and it could just be talking about Bill.
Spurs in 6, man.
Yo, thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. We got a lot to get into, and I never really go this early like this, but I'm going to just fly through here. You got Go New York, go. Let's get this live, CJ. Wepa from Jersey, the rewards guru. Real rewards guru. How you doing? LG, Joe, what's up, my guy? Ooh, needed. He had a military retirement cruise. Good for you. God bless you, and thank you for your service. I appreciate you, LG. Bertina, how you doing? Beautiful. What's going on, my love? Mark, how you doing? Yo, Jersey in the house. I wish there was some news around the Sapphire Preferred. Just got my renewal. We're going to talk about it. We got you, puppy. Spurs in 6. Whatever, Sledge. You could kick rocks, bro. I see a lot of Rewards Master fans in here. Hi, yo. What's up, RC? Thank you for being here tonight. And you had to, of course, say preach Sledge. Thanks, Spence. What's up, Anthony Fears, my guy? We spoke the other day. It's Wepa Tuesday. Hey, Joe. Hey, everyone. Can't believe it's June already, bro. It's crazy. Noom good. How you doing? Go Spurs, go. Shout out from San Antonio. You know, if you live there, I give it to you. You know what? It is what it is. You know what? I'm going to give you that one. And thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, guys. Let's get this popping. Meowdy, Juan Meow Mix, Super Sal, Spencer stream a while back, San Antonio. Really?
Yeah, he did call that. I forgot about that until I read that, but he did.
Oh, damn. Super Sal. You know what, Sal? I'm not going to take it personal. I know you got love for everybody. It's all right. It's all right. Away again, travel team, Bilt and Bob. All right. I love this.
That's my wife, so, you know.
Really?
Yeah.
How are you, my love? Welcome. Welcome to the live. You know, you can give her a shout out. Give her a shout out. She's your wife, bro.
That's her little travel channel. She hit 208 subscribers on Away Again Travels with Nona and Bob. So
Well, you know what?
Everywhere we go, she films the hotels and our food and all of that. And
That's fire. That's
awesome.
fire. You know what? Tell her to put the channel down in the chat. Go right ahead. I want everybody to go over there and check it out. All right. Nona here supporting Bop. I love it. I love it. Izzy, what's going on? Izzy Hernandez, how you doing? Let's go, Papi. Thank you for being here. Vincent Pasquale, thank you so much. Wepa to Joe Sledge, Spencer, and Bop. Papi, thank you, Vincent. I love you, Papi. You know that. Thank you for being here. Big Kurt, as always, so supportive of all of us. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Travis Travels. Oh, damn. It's going to be one of those where everybody's just going to crap on me tonight, huh? Go Spurs, go. Whatever, Travis. Whatever. My girl, Crystal Cole. Good Wepa Tuesday evening, Joe and Familia. Why is Amex trying to upgrade me to the Delta Reserve? $650 annual fee. What? Go sit down. You can't get that card until you get the Rakuten card. Crystal. Yo, Crystal is in the Rakuten Can Kick Rocks Club. She hates them because she can't get it. Crystal, I love you, baby. Thank you so much, my love, for the super chat. You are too sweet, sweetheart. Thank you very much. Hector Ruiz, how you doing, Papi? If you have a small business, Bilt is definitely a must. It kills the comp. Oh, man. I don't know. I'm thinking Bilt is desperate and raised credit limits as a Hail Mary, but I could be wrong. They didn't raise it for me, so I don't know about that. Lloyd, what's going on? Wepa to you. Don't Wepa. So let's start with, I want you guys, because we already know who's team what. And to be fair, guys, we have team everything here. Each one of us. I think the only card ecosystem I don't have is Capital One. Which ecosystem don't you have? Anybody here that doesn't have one in particular?
I don't have Bilt.
You don't have Bilt. Okay. Spence?
Just cashback for me. I don't have US Bank or Bank of America, but I got all the transferables,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I don't have those either. Well, I'll have US Bank because I got the thing in the mail from the Amex business, Amazon card. What about you, Kerry?
I don't have any cash back at all. So
Are you missing an ecosystem?
Bank, no B of A, but I have all the transferables and most of the cards from all the transferables.
All right, cool. No, thank you for that. So what we're going to do is, guys, we're going to start off with each ecosystem, and I want you to mention the first, what you would think would be the starter card or the beginner card or the card that somebody should consider if they want to just dip their toes into that particular ecosystem. And who wants to go first? We'll just do it that way.
I can do it.
Okay, go right ahead.
Yeah, we'll start with Chase, right? I think overall, Chase is in a really interesting position these days, but I do think, and we're going to get into a ton about this, right? But I do think that the one demographic that it could still make sense for is people that are earlier on, right? People that haven't worked through the welcome offers on each of their cards, and especially those that live in an area where the transfer partners of Chase fit their travel habits really well. So I think, Texas for us, Chase is really good for us because of Southwest, United, all those other partners that maybe people watching this don't care as much about, but a lot of people that just daily credit cards do. So when it comes to beginner cards, of course, they do have the Chase Freedom Rise now, which is like a new development since I've made any kind of beginner focused videos on Chase, which is great. Kind of gives people the opportunity if they don't have any credit history or anything like that. But I usually recommend people get started with the Chase Freedom Unlimited. I'm a big proponent in general of having a catch-all card to start. So that's where I would go and have just a flat 1.5x on everything, plus the elevated dining and drugstore and Chase travel categories on top of that. Is it the most competitive catch-all card out there? No, but maybe we can talk about this more later too. But sometimes it makes sense to sacrifice a little bit of earnings depending on what, again, partners you need access to. So I think the Freedom Unlimited is the best starter card within Chase's ecosystem, personally.
Now, let me ask you, do you think that's why you notice the commercials, they don't really talk about the flex? It's the unlimited is the card that they tend to push the most, even much more than the preferred. I don't see any preferred commercials or anything like that. Is that like their foundation card, you feel? Is that why?
Yeah, I think Kevin Hart made it the foundation card, right? I mean, that's like all they talk about. I think it just makes sense, right? Like I said, it's a flat catch-all card. The most amount of people out there can get the most value from it. So, and they know that. They know that that's people's favorite one to get from their lineup. So I would assume that that's, probably why. And then the Sapphire Preferred and all those are maybe just more tailored to travel. And that's why they don't push it, because that's where you can get a lot of value. I'm not sure, but yeah, I would agree with that.
Okay. Sledge?
What is a starter card? right? Like what is a starter card? Because I know a lot of people put out different cards that they say that you should start with, but for me, the best starter card is the card that you want, you can get approved for. If you want to start with the American Express Platinum card, start with it. if that's the card, if you can pay that annual fee, right, and you can enjoy those benefits of that card, then start with that card. I don't think there's a such thing as a per se starter card. They may be cards that we might can recommend to people because this is what we do on YouTube. But man, I would say go down the 26 cards that American Express has. Pick the one that best fits you and apply for that one. That is your best starter card, man. That's it for me.
Okay, so I'm gonna narrow it. I'm gonna put it to you. So let's say you got somebody that is in college, got a little part-time job, and wants an Amex card, and they can't afford the $895 or the $325. What would you suggest?
Okay, see, all right, let's put that in perspective, because I would still have the same answer.
No, I get it.
I would still have the same answer, and the reason that is because the $895 is what, once a year?
Right.
I think a part-time job can afford $895 once a year, right?
Remember, you're in college.
Now
you got loans. You're hungry.
They might know. Okay.
That's why you got Resi credits.
Don't encourage him.
Now, because you're talking to somebody that don't even care about the credits, right? Like, so I don't even look at the credits like that.
Right.
But like I say, this is why I don't like to tell somebody what card is best for them, because even if they tell me, I'm still not going to know, right? Okay. I'm still not going to know because I still don't know their particular lifestyle. If they stay at Hilton a lot, maybe they want to jump in and get the no annual fee Hilton card, right? If they travel just a little bit, maybe they want to get the Amex Green card. There's a lot of different cards that you can get, and I don't like to put people in a box when I say per se a starter card. That's something that the credit card community uses, but outside in the world, they're not looking at cards as starter cards, right? Outside in the world, they're getting the card that they want and applying for it. Like even a college kid, you have college age people who start YouTube channels that have the American Express Platinum, right? They started with it or somewhere around it.
Jason, right? Sonny Money,
100%.
Yeah, he's I get it.
So that's why I stick to that answer. All
right, no, I knew you were going to be a pain in the neck.
Oh, my answer is going to always be different. I'm not going to be. I'm just going to be different than everybody else.
God, I love you.
With it or not.
Yo, and I got to give a shout out to Sledge. Homie drove his butt off today to work, and he's out there. You could tell he's not in his studio. So, Sledge, I appreciate you, puppy, because I know you've been hauling butt all day. So, thank you for that. Kerry, what do you say, puppy?
Well, this is hard with Bilt because there's only 3 cards, number one, and one of them's not very good. I mean, it's better than a lot of other cards, but it's not as good as the other 2. And it's weird from this perspective with Bilt, because if Chase, okay, let's make an analogy here. Spencer is absolutely right. Chase is great for beginners. It really is. And for people who want simple, right? It's just so simple. So I think if we were to make a comparison, an analogy, I think Chase is kind of like Planet Fitness. You know, you get in there, you can use the exercise machines, you can get in shape, you can run on your treadmill, yay, and then you get a few donuts every now and again and pizza once a month. You know, it's great. So then you go and you move over to Amex, and it's an Equinox. Everybody knew that's what it was going to be. It's an Equinox. It's high end. It's got a lot of, it's got a lot of flash. It's got every kind of spin class that you can get with your membership, and it costs a lot, right? But Bilt is Gold's Gym. And what I mean by that is Bilt, you can go in there and just use the exercise machines. They're not going to give you donuts, but you can go in there and just use the exercise machines. They probably do have some classes you can do. But if you want to train to be Mr. Olympia, you can do that in Gold's Gym. And what I mean by that is that I think all the Bilt cards work good for beginners. And I think all the Bilt cards work great for a gamer who wants to put 6 figures on his card every year and get value in ways like no one else. because 10 different people can get value from their Bilt card in 10 different ways because of the Bilt Cash and how you can use that and this, that, or the other. So maybe that analogy, some of y'all might disagree with it, but you understand what I'm getting at here. It's just got a different top end, so to speak, than some of the others do, because it's an emphasis that's like, you can use it just to get 2x back on everything. But I mean, I've run the numbers, and a person who spends a lot, and if they use their Bilt Cash certain ways, they can get 3.3x. You can get 4.6x in value back if you say use your $100 a month every month of Bilt Cash for a hotel. I mean, then it's an $1,800 in credit for hotels every year, but you got to spend enough on it to do it. See what I mean? So it's a choose your own adventure thing. So
Okay.
all the cards are great for a beginner. All the cards are, it depends on what you want to do. Are you beginning because you just want to use the exercise equipment, or are you beginning because you want to compete for Mr. Olympia?
All right. Thank you. Well, I'm going to throw this curveball into the equation right now, and we're going to talk about all the good things about the cards and that ecosystem. What is the one weakness that your ecosystem has?
I guess you want to go in the same order?
Yeah.
No.
I can start with Chase. I would say these days there's multiple weaknesses that they have, to be frank, but I think the biggest one that the most people would agree with is that their earning categories just don't quite compete with the other issuers. I think that's probably the biggest. Welcome offers now is also a pretty big one, but for somebody that's not looking to just constantly be churning, that's not as big of a deal. But if you wanted to like main Chase, your earning categories are going to be worse than you maining, you know, a Citi or a Bilt or Amex, really any of them. Like they're kind of the worst when it comes to overall coverage. So I would say that's like the simple answer.
Okay. Sledge?
I mean, you already know what American Express weakness is the elephant in the room, baby. The annual fees. That's their weakness. The weakness is the annual fees, man. Because I don't care how much money you spend, when that $895 or that $375 or that $650 for what the Brilliant or the Aspire 650 now, right? The Aspire come around, man, you go rethink them cars every single time. You know what I mean? Like you go rethink them every single time. So definitely the annual fees is definitely the Achilles heel of American Express for sure.
Now, are you going to add into that? And I guess it applies, not yet so much for Bilt because it's new, but the spend requirements. The spend requirements on the cards are just next level ridiculous. Yeah. And I think people forget that Capital One was the first one to crack the $10,000 mark, 6 months ago, but they only did it short term. What do you guys think about that? And Kerry, it may not apply for you, but what do you guys think?
Don't forget about the Capital One business, $30K. I think 30. You got to spend $30K to get that bonus.
Yeah. That's brutal. Spencer, what do you think, Puppy? Because now Chase has raised their not as much as Amex, but they've raised their spending requirements.
Yeah, I think Amex is always going to be the leader of any kind of shift like that in the ecosystems, like just among all ecosystems, because that's just what they do. And so while Chase hasn't increased it yet, I think Amex paving that path will allow them to, as well as all of the other issuers. But I think Amex wants to maintain their luxury look in everybody's eyes, and part of luxury requires a lot of spend. So they would assume that their customer base, or the customer base that they want, has that kind of spend. So I think it's very unfortunate for all credit card gamers, not only because it's hard to get Amex cards now with welcome offers that you can actually hit, but also because that's going to trickle down to all the other banks. It's just going to. So, yeah.
So you think that Amex is the one that obviously takes the lead, and everybody else either complies or tries to mix it up a little bit and figure out their own path after that, right?
I think so. I mean, I think Bilt is obviously doing their own thing, right? That they're paving a different path, which is why I've always been like a fan, or just like supported their ideas, because the more creativity we have, the better for everybody. But yeah, when it comes to Amex, I think that for the mainstream issuers, they're the ones that's leading all of that.
Okay. Kerry?
As far as Bilt's weaknesses, they're kind of obvious. They only have 3 cards. They have 1 card with a sign-up bonus. So as far as an ecosystem, it's a 1-card ecosystem. It's just 1 card, one and done. And I think they're doing that on purpose. I think Spencer's right. They're trying to build something totally different. That's why the other thing people will say is that it's not sustainable. I actually think it is. Because in my Discord, I have a lot of people watch my channel who are big Bilt people. I mean, that's why you have me here. So it's that they're big Bilt people. And I have people in my Discord, some of them are watching right now, who have already spent well past their 5 accelerators. They are well into 50, 80, 100 grand spent on the card. For those kind of people, and those are the holy grail people for all credit card companies. That's who they want. And they've found a way to entice those people, where I hear people say all the time now, well, I'm struggling with getting a new card because I don't want to take spending from my Bilt card to get a sign-up bonus. I mean, that's crazy. So is it sustainable? I don't know. But I think it's more possible than some people, just the assumption, oh, they're just going to be like Mason and go out of business. But there is.
What was that again? What was that company again?
Like,
I got crapped on for crapping on, and all I did was make a little joke about,
whatever.
That they gave you Lowe's credit. They gave you stuff from, mulch from Home Depot. But again, I get it. I mean,
So I think that's a real weakness. I mean, and I think there's a weakness that to be all in on Bilt. I mean, it requires thought. I mean, to really maximize it, it can be used by beginners for pretty much as good of a return on your spending as other cards. But to get those crazy maximized value, it has to be your hobby. It can't just be your credit card, right?
Got it.
Okay. And so I think that's a downside for a lot of people.
All right. Thank you. Now I'm going to ask you guys, what is the one? Now it could be a benefit. It could be a perk. It could be a multiplier. It could be a number of things. Out of all the cards in each of your ecosystems, what's the number one benefit, perk, whatever that comes to mind when you think of Amex or when you think of Chase or when you think of Bilt? Sledge.
Purchase protection.
Okay.
Purchase protection, man. I lost a $700 camera. $700 camera, and called Amex. They told me the form to fill out. I got reimbursed that $700 in no time.
That's good.
Really?
So it's purchase protection, and I'm saying that because that's fresh for me. You know what I mean? Like, that's fresh for me. This recently happened. So,
which camera was that, puppy? The DJ Osmo?
Yeah, it's my Osmo. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I got that camera because of you.
Yeah. I lost it. I don't even know where I lost it. To be totally honest with you, I don't even know where I lost it. But the form was simple, and then I'm always going to say FHR. FHR is always my favorite perk of American Express, man. Like, it's always going to be my favorite perk.
It's awesome.
And the weird part about it is, I got an email today. Like, you haven't used your FHR credit. I haven't even used it. I forgot all about it.
Damn,
I was in my favorite credit and I forgot about it.
That's
I've been too busy, bro.
All right.
Sledge, my Osmo Pocket
man,
3.
Protection, man. So,
I didn't lose my Osmo Pocket 3. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about with the gimbal and all that.
Yeah.
But Nona decides to drop it while she's filming me in Disneyland Paris. She drops it.
Oh my God.
I guess it wasn't really damaged much, but still.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if Amex would cover that. I guess it would.
They would. Yeah, they'll still cover it.
That's cool. Spence.
Yeah. This is tough. I mean, I think there's so many different answers, but the first one that comes to mind, at least when it comes to like a competitive edge that Chase has over all the others that I find myself always coming back to is, and this is maybe unpopular too, but the points boost. I think they do it better than the rest. I mean, it's worse now than it used to be, but the fact that I can stack something like Sledge is talking about, like Chase's FHR and the edit collection with 2 cents per point, plus all those benefits, and like actually be able to use my points for a really nice hotel stay that you would have to, pay cash otherwise for, That's what I really love about it. The problem is that the amount of points you would need to still book one of those properties is high because they're really expensive properties. And with their welcome offers, slowing down or becoming non-existent, at least for people that are in this game for a really long time, that makes it tougher. But that's what I see myself using Chase for the most right now. There's a lot of answers I could have, but I think that's the biggest one, probably.
Well, you know what, Spence? I think there's another one that you turned me on to 2 years ago, and I followed your path, which was using it for purchasing.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead. Tell them what you purchased.
Yeah, he's alluding to, this was one of my earlier videos. It was probably I don't even know now, 3 or 4 years ago, which is crazy, but I made a video talking about how I redeemed my points with the points boost through my Sapphire Preferred for the MacBook Pro that has been running my channel for the past 4 years, which is kind of it's a, technically a poor redemption on the surface with cent per point, but that return that I've gotten from that computer, which I wouldn't have been able to purchase in cash while I was in college. I also could not have afforded an Amex Platinum card, but that's beside the point there, Sledge. But I bought that computer with it, and that's been one of my best redemptions ever. I guess what I should have said is flexibility of redemption in general, I think is Chase's strong suit, and the points boost is just the best example of that.
And you led me 2 years ago already when I got my car. I cashed out 250,000 Chase points to put the deposit for my new Tesla. Again, people, the point redemption is whatever, but I didn't have to take out $2,500 out of my pocket to put it as a down. So I remember that video you did, and I think that's something that Chase has that no one really else has for that. So thank you for that. Kerry, what do you think?
Well, since they do everything totally different than everybody, it's hard to narrow it down to one thing. But you've got transfer partners that are the best. You've got transfer bonuses that are the best. You've got transfer, accelerator, where you're going to get 3x on everything with the Palladium card. And then you've got, you can pay your rent or mortgage. Nobody does that. So there's just so many things that it's difficult to narrow it to one thing as far as what makes Bilt good. Okay. And that's why I think people think it's going to get nerfed, because it's on paper, it's just too good.
Fair point. Oh, thank you for that. So I'm going to hit the chat for a second. I just want to catch up with everybody here. I want to thank Mar Yu. Yeah, and I got to go over those. Mar Yu, thank you so much. We're giving you info on Bilt. We'll come back one other day with Robinhood and City. I promise you that. But Mar Yu, thank you so much for being here. Chad's Money Minute is the man. What's going on, puppy? Happy anniversary, Spencer. Look at that. Yo, God bless. And Comfort Plus is an upgrade, RM. So
but the Bilt card's an upgrade. It is.
But I really do appreciate you guys being here. Memphis Mike, it's been a minute. Memphis, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Bilt doesn't get you upgraded to Comfort Plus. Ha. Texas Dog, thank you for the super chat. Go Vegas Knights. Wepa. Spencer wins. Only choice for cashback. And this is Joe D. Joe D is the Mr. Cashback, the king of cashback. I love it. Thank you for being here, Joe. I appreciate you. Curmudgeon, how you doing? Thank you for being here. Cashback is king. Thank you very much. I'm not in the Rakuten Kicks Club, but I'm co-president with Johnny Ma. Yes, you are. I love my IHG card, but poor Spencer is in for a long night. And look who's here, the man who killed the ink train. What else did he kill? He said he killed something else the other day. But the Staten Island,
the green card, he just said.
The green card, because he nuked it about 2 years ago.
Custom cash gone because of Anthony too now?
Let's just blame Anthony. You know what? It is what it is. But Anthony, puppy, thank you for being here. Rupert Pond, how you doing? Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Fantastic 4 of cards. Nixon 4. Wepa. I love it. Guys, hit that like and subscribe because we have 198 people in here tonight. Let me just go down here to I love this comment. Don Kim, Wepa, this is like the CW Ultimate Crossover episode. For those of you that are into I love all the superhero shows when they had him on CW. That was the ultimate crossover episode. I freaking love it. Sledge didn't waste any time. I love that. Damn it. Look at this team of superstars. Where's Chad? Chad will be on here again. I promise you that. I promise you that. Jedi Credit Master AV in the house. Yes. Or the credit killer. It depends on how you want to look at it. Hold on 1 second. Let's go down to the other super chats because I know there's a bunch and I fell behind and I apologize, guys. Polygraph Zone Marcus, thank you so much for the super chat. RM, you recently rated Obsidian S tier. No sub, average portal, low purchase and travel protection. Won 4 times and then 2 times across the board, and you called it amazing. You criticized other cards' deficiencies, but did not mention any of Obsidian's.
Ooh,
Fair criticism.
Marcus.
It's fair. I still stand by that for a certain customer because that's the thing is in this, like he's talking about travel protections. Some of us, that doesn't matter. I mean, I got the City Prestige when nobody else did because everybody on YouTube, do y'all remember when everybody talked about the City Prestige like it wasn't any good because it didn't have travel protections? Everybody was saying that. But, you know, that just doesn't matter to some folks. So, you know, that's a point there. For some people, that would matter a lot. No sub. Yeah, but if you're using it as a base card in your wallet and you're getting lots of subs on a lot of other spend, and then you're using this card, which is how I'm going to use Bilt cards. I don't think a person should just be getting Bilt cards unless it's going to be a long-term card in their wallet as a base card for multipliers. That's why I think it's a superstar card, because getting with the accelerator, you're getting 4x on grocery or 4x on dining, 3x on travel, 2x on everything else. Tell me a card that beats those multipliers as a spending card. I mean, it's really, really strong. So yeah, does it have, I mean, those are weaknesses, but those aren't long-term weaknesses. Those are all short-term weaknesses, at least in my view.
Okay. I appreciate you answering that. Marcus, thank you so much for the question. So the Obsidian is the middle card, right?
Mm-hmm. The $95 one.
And that's the one that you have to choose between, is it dining and supermarket? Like you can't get both, right?
Right.
And I mean, if you're going to make it your foodie card and your card to battle Amex Gold, I have a feeling in the future they might just add the second one in and just say, fuck it, because sorry. Just my bad. But yeah, so I mean, I think that's a weakness where they're making you pick one,
mm-hmm.
right? And if you have a family, it's hard. You got a family of 5 or 6 or whatever. Going out to eat is almost as expensive, if not more so, than going supermarket shopping.
Well, I guess that my evaluations are assuming people have multiple cards. Okay. And so most people got a 3X dining card. You know, I mean, like Spencer would know, everything in Chase is 3X dining card. I mean, if they make a student card, it's going to have a 3X dining on it.
And Walgreens.
And so as a niche card, in other words, it becomes a catch-all because with the accelerator, you're getting 2X. And then you're getting 4X on your grocery and 3X on your travel. I mean, everybody was upset when Sapphire Reserve loses their travel, but this is I think that's pretty strong. But
okay.
I mean, there are, as a one card setup, it's pretty weak, but a lot of cards are as a one card setup.
Okay, thank you for that, Puppy. I appreciate that. Thank you for answering, and thank you, Marcus, for the super chat as well. Got a pre-approved for Amex Business Platinum, $20,000 in 3 months. No thanks. I love it. I freaking love it. CG, hello, Joe, Bob, Sledge, and Spencer. So great to see you on the same live. CG, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a channel member. I appreciate you. Mike Newland says spicy. K-State, Nate, how you doing? Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you. Let's see what we got going here. Dem says Palladium can be someone's everything card. No min-maxing, no BS. Love it. Speaking of the Avengers 3411, speaking of Amex, I haven't gotten a mail offer for the business credit cards this year, unlike last year. That's true. Have you guys noticed a little bit of a slowing down of getting mail offers? I've gotten 0. Like Chase would always throw me a bone for their ink on their, unlimited or what, but nothing. Are you guys in the same boat?
In app too. I'm not getting them in the app either. I don't know.
Spence?
You know what's funny? My daughter and son get mailers like at least a couple times a week. I don't get anything really, but yeah, they get them like quite often.
Yeah.
Spencer, you too? Are you seeing them less?
Yeah, I get like every once in a while I'll get one. Like I think the Capital One business cards they're always sending me stuff for, but I never really got any from Chase. Amex would send me some every once in a while, but yeah, it's been a bit. I'm surprised they even send me any. They don't let me get the platinum card welcome offer at all, but on the business side, they're happy with me, it seems. So, I don't
Damn,
know.
okay. Fair enough. CJ Junkie says, Battle of the Credit Card Minds. Thank you for being here, CJ. I appreciate it. Guys, make sure you hit that like and subscribe. Hit that button. We have over 200 and something people in here. This is amazing. Mike Newland, Mighty Mike, the membership man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Mesa Posse. Mike and I will die Mesa Posse. That's it. Mike, you are the man, puppy. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Waldo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being a channel member. A deuce for each of y'all plus another $1.99 because I'm Team Amex. And as Sledge says, those cards, great as they are amazingly pricey. 100%. Waldo, thank you, Papi, so much for that. I appreciate you very, very much. In the worlds of Sledge, Bilt is trash, not trash, but it's trash. Damn, they're quoting you here. Wait, Sean New York says, damn, Bilt is trash. People are laying down. I don't know. People often overlook the value of purchase protection and extended warranty. Facts, Sledge, I love it. Texas Dog, thank you for being a channel member for 18 months. I'm a channel member before at Johnny Ma. Oh, damn, I love it. Texas Dog threw it down, threw that sub out there. Texas, I love you, Papi. Thank you so much for that. Some Amex cards give purchase protection on items with 5-year warranties, unlike other issuers, because purchase protection maxing out on items with warranties of 3 years or less. Thank you for that. Yo, I love this. Mr. Noofy Poo. Appreciate you entertaining me while I stain my deck tonight. Adulting sucks, Mr. Noofy Poo. So,
but anything you can do and have your headphones on with YouTube makes it better. So
yo, 100%. I got the Real Rewards Guru here. I take the CSR 5X, 1.5X in Portal, and 1.25 pay yourself back all the time. Better to have cash in my pocket than have points sitting around. I love it. Chase came in clutch, redeeming UR points at a 50% increase in value when buying my iPhone 17 Pro Max with my CSR. Spencer, I remember that video, how your MacBook Pro. See, I remember that. This is freaking awesome. Joey Cowboy, I love the name. And then it says Cowboy. I don't know if you're a Cowboys fan, but I am. Can't wait to watch this. Joey Cowboy 14, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it, guys. Do me a favor. Kerry, Spencer, and Sledge. I know everybody already knows your guys' channels. Make sure you put them here in the chat so that people can just get on and become members and subscribe. Chase has the best purchase protections and travel protections. Don't have a Chase card, but it's the truth. Wow, Marcus, cool. Thank you for that. Joey says, I have cards in all ecosystems, all great things to offer, but I got to go with Rewards Masters take. Bill Palladium is the best card on the market right now. Anthony ventured to change the name to Killing Cards. Damn, Anthony should keep those dark secrets under your hat. You're nerfing. Wow, I love it. You're nerfing the best cards. Anthony, I'm sorry, puppy. I love you, Anthony, and they're coming at you hard, puppy. I'm sorry. AV, a.k.a. King Nerf Ball. Damn. Anthony, what did you do to them? Jesus. This is brutal. Brandon R. Sports, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for being a channel member. Appreciate the help talking through my text, my next card last night, Joe. City greater than Chase for me and my travel. But if I can't get the MS Plat, feel like I have to run through Chase since I'm only 2 and 24. Spencer, what do you have to say for that? I had a conversation with him yesterday in the Discord. What do you think? What would you do if you were Brandon in this situation?
It's kind of an interesting spot, right? Because, yeah, this is a bigger discussion on welcome offers as a whole. With Chase, if you're looking for UR point earning cards, I mean, there's only like 5 or 6 that you can even get these days with welcome offers because of all the restrictions that they have. So theoretically, yeah, you could work through them all like really early game, just knock them all out if you want. But they're also not like the most sensitive issuer to inquiries or card accounts or anything like that. Like I still get approved for Chase all the time. And you're going to go under 524 at some point, presumably. Like even myself, who, I have 25 cards. A lot of those were blitzed, and, they now at this point, they're all starting to fall off in big chunks. So it's kind of like, I would say whatever points you need the most right now. I mean, there's been a lot of not devaluations, but nerfs to the Chase welcome offers already. If we knew, like, hindsight 2020, I would have told you to work through the Chase cards before that happened. But now I don't necessarily see a massive rush unless their points are going to be really beneficial for some trips you have coming up or something like that. But
Thank you, Puppy. I appreciate that. Brandon, thank you so much, and thank you for the conversation last night. I appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Choco Fernandez, que lo que? How you doing, Choco? Hope all is well with you and the family. Thank you for being a channel member, Papi. Que Dios te cuide. I appreciate you. Cameron, how you doing? 4 of my favorites. More of this, please. This is a fun discussion. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for the really great super chat. I can't thank you guys enough for that. Thank you very much, Cameron. We're at 225. This is the most I've ever had on a live, guys. By 5 so far. So let's keep kicking some butt. Thank you so much, Cameron. I appreciate it. This live is fire. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Anthony. Quadrican, just product changed my City Strata card to a City Custom Cash. I guess a lot of people were doing that. You know, I think a lot of people did that. Of you, okay. Do you guys, who has you? Well, Kerry, you said you got the City Custom Cash just now, right?
I have 3 of them.
Oh, for the love of God. Spence?
My whole spending setup is just
Really?
4 City cards and my Bilt card for my daily spending. And I get 3 point something with my Bilt on everything, and then I have 4 categories at 5x. So
That's awesome. Spence, what do you have, Pup? Do you have that one too?
I have 1 custom cash. Yep. So that's, I mean, same idea. I use the Palladium custom cash and then my Sapphire reserve for elevated categories as well. But that's literally like the only 3 cards I need for spend.
Okay, Sledge?
Oh, absolutely, man. Come on, man. I probably had it for like, I haven't had it like forever, but I had it for like 3 years, maybe.
See, the reason I ask you guys, because I don't have, it's weird. I don't have a City Custom Cash. I don't have any, but I'm also not into the cash back. So I also don't have the Freedom Unlimited. I don't have a Freedom Flex. It doesn't work for me at this point in my life, but I could see why you would have multiples. I also don't have anybody else living home other than my wife. So we don't, you know, it's weird.
Right.
Which is going to lead me to this question, kind of off the topic of individual.
Hold on for a second, Joe.
Yeah.
You got the Strata Elite, right?
Yeah. I got the Elite, but not, and I got the
custom cash is thank-you points.
But and I get it. I have the Strata Premier, which I think the
Right.
Premier is fire.
Also do.
But I don't, just a cashback card just doesn't do it for me. That's why, like we were mentioning earlier, I don't have anything from Bank of America. I don't have anything from any of the other.
No. What I'm saying is the custom cash turns into a thank you points earning cash because you have the Strata Elite. Then it wouldn't be a cashback card.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
I get that. But then here's the thing, and maybe this wasn't even planned, this question, but I'm going to ask you guys. How do you decide? Spencer just said his 3 main setup are those cards. He mentioned the Bilt, the CSR, and the custom cash. We each have more than 20-something cards. At what point, like, how do you show all the cards love? No one's ever really talked about this. I have 36 active cards. I'm overwhelmed. How the hell do you know, right? When, other than trying to get a sub, how do you show each card or ecosystem love? Like, how do you say, okay, this month I'm doing this, this quarter I'm doing that? What's your mindset behind it? Because I don't think no one really gets into that. I'm going to start with you, Spencer.
Yeah, for me, it's more like those 3 cards are earning my core spend. Most of my other cards are used for benefits. Like if they have benefits, they're used for only their benefits and that's it. So, you know, take like I don't know, like my Ritz-Carlton card, like I don't put any spend on that thing, even though my Sapphire Reserve earns better for hotels. So
just $300 a year.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I put some spend on besides that, I literally just do like airline fees and stuff like that on it. So most of them are either for benefits or if I'm trying to keep them alive for whatever reason, mainly because they're old, no annual fee cards, then I'll put like I have like, 10 YouTube memberships that I pay for and I'll put 1 on each card because YouTube lets you do that. And I just keep them active that way. But they don't all get spent. They're only there for like very specific purposes. And for whatever reason, the banks seem to still be okay with me, at least outside of Amex and their charge cards. But
okay. Kerry?
I I have four wallets or 4 buckets of cards. So I have my spend wallet, and like I said, it's City Prestige, 3 custom caches, Elite on Friday nights and Saturday nights.
Weapon nights, bro. Bodega nights and weapon
I
nights.
mean, I use it,
What
but
it is.
it only comes out for that, and then Bilt Palladium. That's my spend wallet. And then I have a humongous backpack wallet that has all my Amex Platinum cards for access to lounges and using for FHRs and all of that, and Ritz-Carlton card and all that stuff. That's just benefits stuff. Then I have like I call it my desk wallet that I just pull it out. I pull my Hyatt card out once a year to use the free night certificate.
100%.
And then I have the junk drawer cards, and I have those for 1 year, and then they're canceled or downgraded. So that's kind of how I break it down.
That's an important note. Yeah, a lot of my cards are planned to be downgraded or canceled after a year. So, yeah.
So let me ask you, before I go to Sledge real quick, because I'm going to piggyback off what you just said. Is it fair to say that all of us now tonight pay for cards that we actually don't really use, but we use for benefits, not necessarily to spend on or whatever? We take, so you're willing to pay the $8.95 for a platinum, or you're willing to pay the $7.95 for reserve. Right. And so I'm in that same boat. I said it. The platinum is the worst earner. Other than flights, it's terrible, right? But damn those Lululemon credits and those Resi credits and those FHR. I'm willing to pay for 2 of them. I was thinking of deading one, and I said, but damn it, I freaking use them. So why not? So Sledge?
First of all, rewards matter. How many cards do you have, man?
Well, my annual fees are $7,000. So I have about, but you understand, and this is where I know I'm different than a lot of people. I know I'm weird. Everybody in my life thinks I'm weird. My kids think I'm nuts, but this is a game to me. I've always been a strategy gamer, and this is a game to me. I keep a spreadsheet. I got on that 7,000. I got about 12,700 back last year because I keep a spreadsheet. I check it weekly. I check it monthly. And at the last day of the month, I'm running around town getting my credits if I need to. Not because, and I know a lot of people go nuts about, well, look at all the effort. Yeah, but I don't do it because it's the bottom line. The bottom line's pretty doggone good, but I don't do it for the bottom line. I do it to beat the bank. To me, cent per point is a metric of victory. It's my hobby. You know, it's fun. Just like the bass fisherman who has 18 different lures in every color. You know, that's why I love it. And so, yeah, I have a lot of annual fees, but you know, if they're not pulling their weight, because I can evaluate monthly and I can evaluate yearly. If they're not pulling their weight, they're out of here. You know.
Well, you mentioned the World of Hyatt card.
Huh?
And Sledge, I'll come right back to you. But the World of Hyatt, I literally use it once a year to get that free night. I can't tell you the last time I put some spend on it because their earnings are ridiculous. It's what I call it WW water and Wi-Fi. That's what I get from that card. When I check in, I'm a discoverist and call it a day. I get to skip the line if there's a long line to check in, and that's it. That's the only benefit I get from that freaking card.
Yeah,
Sledge.
IHG card, same way for me.
Oh, yeah. Sledge?
You know what? See, I feel like Rewards Master, more people are like you. I'm pointing the wrong way. More people are like you than you might think. I think I'm the oddball here, right?
No, it's cool, man. Different strokes.
Different strokes. I currently have 54 active cards.
Whoa.
And to be like right now, what's in my wallet is my Fidelity Visa, right? And my thing with cashback is this is why I always got to mix in cashback, and I always have. Whenever I travel somewhere, it is so good. I feel so good when I can spin on those point cards and then cash out that cashback and pay for that.
Yeah.
Then I feel like I haven't spent any money at all when I travel if I use points to get to where I go.
Shout out to Dugras. He's the same way. Dugras reports.
And I've always been that way.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So
City Strata Premier is in my wallet, right? And so I had a City Strata Premier, the Fidelity Visa. I keep my Racket and Amex on me. just in case I go somewhere and they had that racket that has something, because I will check when I go somewhere to see if they had that bonus. Because I've gained way too many points with that racketed card. Like, when that card's been around for what, 6 months, maybe something like that, maybe a little bit more. No sign up bonus. I've gotten way more than 100K MR points with it, with no sign up bonus.
Now, Kerry, you said you're at 7,000 annual fee. Sledge, what are you at? Do you know?
Oh no, I'm on right now. I'm down to like 3,000. I don't even think I'm at 3,000 now.
Okay, Spence.
Or I'm not, or I might be, because I picked up the Atmos. I forgot about picking up the Atmos, so I might be around 3,000.
Spencer,
That's where I'm at too.
3,000.
Yeah.
I'm at like 3,000, but I'm holding the Sapphire Reserve and the Business Platinum, which I don't plan to do long term. So I think of it more like around 2,000 or so that I'm at for long term keep.
I'm at 5,600, and more than anything else is because I have Amex has the bulk of the expense. 2 platinum cards, you're coming in at almost $1,800. Then you have the Palladium, then you have the City Strata Elite, and all the other cards that just add. But I think it's worth hotel cards, the Aspire. I was gonna downgrade it, but damn it, I get so much out of that freaking card that I don't want to downgrade it. It's just a great card.
See, I want to have 15,000 in annual fees because I want that many Aspire cards.
That's what I'm saying. And those are the things. Those are cards for non-transferable. That's a card that's just fire. So, but let me just go through this real quick. I want to ask you, hotel credit on Palladium is super easy to use. Travel fan Rod, how you doing, Rod? I used it on Hilton Garden Inn for a weekend stay at $250 credit. Spent $100 on the 2 nights, including breakfast each day. Let me see who else we have here because I knew I had another super chat. Rod, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe, thanks for the Bilt and Ekster referrals. Thank you, Rod, for using them. I appreciate you, and thank you for being a channel member. And Rod was the one, travel fan, who turned me on to Miles with Mary. I had her on. There's another gentleman he wants me to speak with that I sent out a feeler for to see if he's willing to come on. So, I appreciate that, Rod. Thank you very much, puppy. Juan Garcia, Mr. MIA. AA changed my flight out of Charleston for the second time. Anthony strikes again. Yo, Anthony's getting blamed for like flights now. I can't. I can't. I freaking love it. Adrian Rocks, thank you so much for the super chat. Smash that like button, guys. I appreciate it. Hit the like. Thank you very much, guys. Oh, you know what? Oh my God. Sledge, you almost let me forget. Guys, I would be remiss. Where do you guys keep all your cards? Or the daily ones you carry? What do you keep them in?
Ekster over here.
The code 118 that I replaced my wallet with.
I knew it. Spencer, what do you have?
My phone and my wallet are all one.
Yo, but you look like, wait. Put that back up, Kerry. That looks like a Bible you get when you go check in a hotel and it's in the drawer. Like, what?
I mean, it's a phone. It has a Bible on it.
What the heck is that? Wait. Here comes Spence. Let's see, Spence.
I lost my wallet once with 14 cards.
Spence, we are, repping Ekster at 759. Ekster is fire. And Wepa Red, Barreto Burgundy, I showed you guys. And I'm going to be pulling this giveaway in a couple of weeks. Next week, by the way, guys, I'm going to have the ladies on. I'm going to have Miles with Mary, Stacy's Travel on Points, and Kiki Adventures. I'm giving away the blue Magna Safe wallet. It's a giveaway. I'm giving that away. And Spence, did you see what people said they thought was probably one of the nicest looking cards? Wallets, rather.
Remind me.
It is the... Where the hell is it?
Great packaging by Ekster.
The packing is so... They do a great job with the packaging, but damn it, what a pain in the ass. Okay. So this one in blue is fire. It's a beautiful cobalt blue.
Yeah, I haven't seen
Extra
that one yet.
Parliament leather wallet. Love it. And then the unicorn one, which is this one, which I have not seen until they sent it to me, in white.
Yeah.
It's
I have an older
really,
one that was
glow in
white.
the dark
It's pretty
one.
cool.
It's really pretty. So Guys, check out the referral links below. If you also, this is the time that I do this. I should have done it earlier. High yield savings, you already know what to do, guys. Check it out from money.com, as well as KUDOS. You guys are using KUDOS. Who's using KUDOS, guys? What are you using? Card pointers or max rewards or KUDOS?
I use them a little bit.
I use my
each for
brain.
different things.
What did you say, Sledge?
I use this. I don't go through all of that. You know, like I just don't.
Okay. No, you know what it is? I forget. See, but God bless you. I hate spreadsheets. Like I tell people, I went to summer school for math, bro. I didn't pass trig. I went to summer school. I own it. That sucked. But so I rely on my apps. It is what it is. But we had our extra moment there. So guys, thank you for sharing that. CJ Silva, thank you for the super chat. Great info. Finally got the City Strata premiere. Congratulations, CJ. That's how you do it. That premiere is fire. Look at this. Adrian, another one. Thank you for being a channel member. Another super chat. Team Bilt Chase. If I didn't have Bilt, Team Amex all the way. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Joe Midnight Cowboy Barreto. God, I love it. Yuri, Palladium sucks after first year. How do we know that? Because it hasn't been out a year yet. So how do we make that judgment? How do we do that, guys? So, Sledge, thank you for putting your channel here. Yuri, you need to spend 10K for silver, 25 for gold, and that's too much for me. Okay, I guess I see that side of it. Which ecosystems? Trey, how you doing? Trey, thank you for being here. Which ecosystem do you think complement each other best? Bilt and Chase with the reserve and palladium have been strong for me for a NOLA and Portugal trip. That's a great question. What do you guys think?
I agree with that personally. I think Chase and Bilt are the two most complementary if you want overlapping partners and stuff like that. And Portal Boost, like they're pretty similar across the board there. But there's an argument to be had where you might not want complementing could mean having access to two different ecosystems that cover you in different partners and stuff like that. So I also understand that side of it.
You know, I think it depends. Go ahead, Sledge.
No. Go ahead.
I was just going to say it really depends on what your objectives are and what you need. Because I think if you're using hotel points, then Chase is awesome with Bilt. I don't use any hotel points because cents per point is a metric of victory for me. So it's and I have so many hotel credits. Like I wonder how people are using when they've got, I got like $3,000 in hotel credits to use up. I got to be paying cash for hotels to get my money back, right? So it's like, I'm not going to be using hotel points. So for me, I use Citi because I want American Airlines for high value redemptions in flights. And I use Bilt because I want Atmos for high value, and then all their other partners too. But I just think it depends on what you're wanting to do, right? So if you're paying for your hotels, then you're concerned about airlines. If you need to use points for hotels, then you're concerned about hotels, and that changes the dynamic, I think.
Okay, thank you for that, Sledge.
Hey man, listen. Reward Master said it best right there. City for those doggone AA miles and the Atmos miles for the Alaska, but you can also use to book AA or however you want to do it, or fly Alaska or whatever, or Hawaiian or whatever you want to do with it. So absolutely, those two are more complimentary to me than some of the larger banks.
Okay, thank you for that, puppy. By the way, Kerry, you 212 subs. Thanks, everyone. There you go. I love it.
There she is.
There she is. She's coming through. I love it. Dennis says, go Jonah Knicks. Dennis Dunn from the BX. How you doing, puppy? Thank you for being here tonight. You're going to go under 524 at some point. Spencer, do you know your audience here? Hit the like button. Only 78 out of 227. Yeah, come on, guys. Get your butts out and just hit that freaking like button. Palladium is 3 times only. I get 5% cash back everywhere. That's why buying 1 point at 1.67, I wouldn't buy at that rate. But I think here's the thing, and I understand what Yuri's saying. But if you're not cash back, you're just not cash back. I can't see, I think we're at different stages here. Spencer's obviously could be our son from the 3 of us here, right? And, you know, I can't right now. I'm at that point that I want to the comfort. You guys mentioned AA. I haven't flown American Airlines since 2003. I just bought a ticket leaving, what is it, West Palm or no, the Fort Lauderdale, to come back. I'm driving with my friend next week to Florida. I'm flying back. I could have used 50,000 points. I paid $310 first class seat. Big deal, right? Like, I want the comfort. I want the space. I don't want to deal with nonsense. I'm just past that. And not everybody can do that. And I get that. I don't want anybody to think it's being bougie. It's not. It's just that, Spencer, you're a big dude. My legs are all metal, like I've said a ton of times. To be uncomfortable on a flight for over 3 hours, I'm done. So I'm not team cash back. So I understand what Yuri's saying, but you guys, I guess, are not in the same boat as that, right? Like 5% cash back is great. I thought the PayPal debit card was great until they nerfed the hell out of it a little while ago.
But Yuri, you've seen Yuri's folders, right? His binders. I mean, he's got like 9 custom caches. I mean, you know, and he'll go buy gift cards and he'll go, you know, to get high points. I get that. That's awesome. But that's even a level of strategic gaming that's beyond me. I mean, that's big time. And so I agree he can probably do better, but also 1.67 cents per point. I pretty much just redeem my stuff for business class flights. So I'm getting more than 1.67. That's a decent deal. It all depends on your perspective, right? And what your objectives are. So
if I have to go to math, if I have to do calculus to go have a fun time and use my points, shoot me. I'm not doing that.
I like it. That's fun for me. That is,
and I get that, and I respect that. But my thing is, if I want to book it, like right now, this just happened that I just got this flight. My friend this weekend said, "Hey, you want to help me move my daughter to Boca? We're gonna drive down." I haven't driven down to Florida in 5 years. I said, "Look, I got the hotels going down because I have nights I have to kill. So I'm literally looking at different places where there's an IHG, a Wyndham, a Marriott, you name it, because I'm going to finally use them on a road trip." But flying back, I said, let me try something. I have a ton of American Airlines points, but I don't want to burn them on a stupid 3.5-hour flight. I'll pay the cash. If you got the cash, you pay it and you get the points in it while you're at it. It is what it is. But everybody tells me Americans stepped up the game with the flights. Let's see how it works in first class. I don't know if that's true. It's true or not. So, you know, but I have a question here. Where is it? This was a good question. Casper the Ghost. I love it. Casper, how you doing? Thank you for being here. How good would it be to pair the Amex Gold with the Bilt Palladium?
Who's taking it?
Guys.
Sledge, what do you think?
Sledge.
Oh man. You know what? Oh, see, it's hard for me to answer this one because I'm kind of down on the Amex Gold right now. Like, I've been kind of down on it for like the last, I don't know, probably 2 years now. Yeah. But I think for somebody who has the gold, you know what I mean, and they really using it for what it is, it pairs good with anything. Yeah. Like, so if you wanted to pair with the Palladium, I think that it would be a go for you because we all eat, right? We all go eat. We go buy groceries. We go eat out. So the gold is go pair good with anything. My only issue with the gold at this point, at that 325 annual fee price point, I just don't think it's as competitive as it was of just maybe 2.5 years ago. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think it's a slam dunk. I mean, because you can only get, remember, with the Obsidian, you can't pair it, right, with the Palladium. So if you want dining out, if you want a foodie card, what better than the Amex Gold? It is what it is. So I think it's a natural pairing that way. But what do you think, Kerry?
I think everybody's got to evaluate what's the best multiplier card I can get in these categories. Because, you know, when it comes to the gold, I canceled my gold. I had no reason to ever pull it out of my wallet because it only earns 4x on dining. I get 5x on dining. So I canceled it. And people are going to say 4x on grocery. Yeah, but you probably don't live in Podunk, Mississippi, where the only place that delivers to my farm is Walmart. So
Can you say the name of that again? Where in Mississippi?
Podunk, Mississippi. That's not really the name of the town. That's just yeah. But my point is that we get our groceries from Walmart. It's the only place that will deliver to our house. So the Palladium at 3.3x is better at Walmart than the Amex card. So I like the card. I mean, I get what Sledge is saying. I mean, some of those credits are annoying, and I used to. Those credits, I like the quarterly credits and the annual credits way better than those monthly.
And the monthly. Suck.
Let me tell you, I got that Lyft credit on my executive card that you got to take 4 Lyft rides a month. You talk about something that just makes me want to tear my card in half all the time. Some of those credits are awful. And Amex's were kind of annoying, but it's a good multiplier card for a lot of people. But you just got to determine, is this, but if you can have 2 or 3 custom caches and maybe a premier, then suddenly you got dining and you got some maybe you need to spend more than 500, but you got some grocery covered at a higher multiplier. So I think it just depends on your situation. What's the best multipliers you can get if you're wanting a spend card? Now, just for a card to get the sign up bonus or whatever, man, every card's worth that.
That's true.
Sure.
Yeah.
That.
The other question is the juice worth the squeeze too? Like, do you want to be paying the 325 and then having to use those credits to get positive value, or do you want 3x back in a different ecosystem? Or I mean, the Palladium can give you more than 4x back if you just use the right Bilt cash options. So like that beats the Amex Gold just straight up. So the question is like, do you want to be splitting your spend between 2 different ecosystems? Is the juice worth the squeeze with both of those cards? They both have credits, and then basically at that point you can make a better decision.
Here's a good example. The question earlier was about the Obsidian, saying I wasn't totally critical enough on the Obsidian, which I may not have been, but the Obsidian also is the only card I know of that does give you 4x at Walmart if you're using Accelerator. I mean, and people in cities don't think about that, but I'm telling you, everybody in Luckenbach, Texas does, and in Podunk, Mississippi, because that's where the vast majority of people buy their groceries. And so here you got every card is 1x except the Bilt Obsidian that gives 4x at Walmart.
I cut up the gold card for that reason, because I shop here in Jersey at the Costco, BJ's, Target, Walmart, you name it. And I couldn't use half of that card's strength, right? So I just got rid of it. Why pay $325? And the card that was killing it for me was literally the no annual fee PayPal debit card for grocery spend at 5%.
That's good.
But now they nerfed the way you can get your cash back is a pain in the neck. So Robinhood Gold is taking the brunt of some of that. But, I get it. And I want to thank Coder first. Thank you for the memberships, Papi. Thank you so much for that. Some people already caught it. Thank you, Coder, for that. I really do appreciate the memberships to the channel. Thank you very much. Let me get to the next one. Give me 1 second. And let me ask you guys this, because I see Instacart here. If you Instacart grocery, Rakuten card plus Bilt Palladium, pretty nice. 5 times grocery then till you hit the limit on the Rakuten card. Here's the thing. I've never used Instacart. I've never used DoorDash. Those credits are useless for me. It's one of those things that those monthly credits I'll never do. Have you guys used them?
Well, they don't generally take directions that involve ponds and water towers.
So yeah. We just hit 244. We're killing the game here, guys. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Hit that like on you. Let's do the 247. Let's do this. Do you use Spencer? Do you use DoorDash? You use?
No, I'll use like Grubhub now because I get Grubhub Plus for free with Amazon Prime, and then I redeem $10 a month of Bilt cash towards it just to increase my earning rate on the Palladium there. So I'll use Grubhub once a month probably, just because travel and all that too. And then with Instacart though, I don't really use DoorDash with the Chase cards. Like $5 is not going to get me anywhere really. I mean, sometimes I will, but like I'm not ordering that much food like that. But with Instacart, that's been something that I recently caught on to, because all of the Chase cards basically give you credits, especially like the Ink cards give you $20 a month. So I have like $70 a month in Instacart credits that I can use, and that basically takes the tip and all the fees associated. Oh, you also get Instacart Plus for like a long time if you can stack that a 3-month trial with each of your Chase cards. So I have Instacart Plus to wipe a lot of the fees. I use the credits to wipe the like the tips and stuff that I give the drivers. So I'm basically getting free delivery to my house using that. So I only use that whenever I'm like I forgot something at the store. But Instacart is pretty underrated, I think, actually, if you have a lot of Chase cards. So
I had no idea about that with the ink cards, and I have 3 or 4 ink cards. I've never used it. I thank you for telling me. I never did it.
Yeah, you should look into it. I did a members only video about it because it's like one of those things that I think if enough people do it, they'll definitely nerf it. But we'll see.
You're gonna pull a venture?
Yeah, exactly.
Sledge,
All love Anthony.
Do you use those things, Sledge?
Okay, first of all, this is my number one pet peeve. I want to ask you guys: have you ever seen an Instacart shopper at the grocery store? And do you know how easy it is to spot them?
No, I've never.
This is how you know an Instacart shopper at the grocery store. They're walking like this. They're going to scan the food, and then they're going to, and if you see a worker nearby, they're going to ask them where stuff is at. When you buy from Instacart, right? Now, I purchase from Instacart. I have no problem with Instacart, but I only buy dry groceries. Never trust them to pick up your meat or produce, ever.
Don't do meat or produce.
I've never seen them in Dollar General.
Yeah. If you don't, you're going to get somebody that don't know the difference between a T-bone and a flank steak. You understand what I'm saying? And they're not going to look at the quality of anything. They're just going to pick it up. You want this, they go pick it up and put it in the basket and go on about their life. Now, if you want to buy some cereal or some stuff like that, don't even buy anything perishable because they're not going to look at the dates on it. So, but as far as Uber, because I get Uber credits and I just generally take Uber anyway, right? When I'm out and about, and I spend a lot of time in these hotels. And sometimes when I get in from doing whatever I'm doing, I don't want to go back out. Like if I pass the restaurant, I just don't want to go back outside. So I'll just Uber or Grubhub, whatever the food is. So I do it all the time.
I love that. I love it. Yo, I like
Boulder's travel for work. You know, when I'm traveling for work, I'll get Grubhub and Uber and stuff like that. So
we lost Sledge, I guess. Wait, did he? Oh, he stepped out for a sec. Coder, if you aren't replacing your entire wardrobe every quarter with Lululemon's latest, you aren't even an Amex fan. 100%.
Unless you got daughters to buy Christmas presents for.
So I had to give a shout out to the Lululemon at the Garden State Plaza Mall in Jersey, where I had 2 credits for the platinum, and I bought a jacket for my wife, and it was like 150 something or 160. And I said, "Can I pay it with 2 cards?" She goes, "Why are a lot of people using the platinum card?" And when I explained to her what it was for, she goes, "Oh my God." She goes, "You have to see. Every couple of months, the same people come." I said, "Well, this is why." She had no idea. I said, "It's a thing, and that's why I'm here as well." So, but Coder, you are so right. I love it.
It's like in my town, there's one Resi restaurant. So every month I'm in there with my Delta card, getting a $10 gift card. And then if I'm not eating there, and then every quarter I'm in there with a platinum card, getting a $100 gift card. And they're like, "You buy more gift cards than anybody else in town."
Yo, Dem says that you're right. This is a sport. I love it. It says here, points. Gary says Ritz is $450 and $550 for Aspire just for the benefits. Only spend on it to get free night certificates. Otherwise, no spending. I freaking love it. Let me see what else I have here. 1 second, guys. Aspire is fuego. It really is. Miles with Mary is the queen. I'm just catching up here, guys. I'm so sorry. Contento, Tom. Happy Tom. I love Happy Tom. How you doing, Happy Tom? How's Alethea? How's mommy? Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for the super chat, puppy. I miss you out there in Portland, Oregon. Hope all is well. Big Kevin La Casa, man, 4 of the best at one time. We'll need to watch the replay. Big Kev, thank you for being here. But Big Kev was also away. I love it. Wepa, man, I'm late, but 2 days from summer vacation. Big Kev, thank you so much, man. Ricky Knight, you're never late, puppy. Ricky Knight, thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Guna, how you doing? Thank you for being a channel member after work. Went to vote with fam. I see a full house here. Guna, thank you for being here, puppy. I appreciate you. I used to be all Ekster, but now I'm rocking Venice, Miami now. Damn. Most of his cards are in Apple Pay. I love it. I like the idea of what's up points with Philip. Hope Wells is doing well. I like the idea of using Citi with Bilt so I can book AA directly if I can't do it with Atmos.
Let's go.
Bilt Gold status should be a perk as long as the card is open, not just the first year. The $4.95 Batgoo. Thank you. Batgoo 1. I love the Winnie the Pooh logo. The $4.95 price tag for a 2x card with mid credits is hefty. What do you think about that? I'm going to leave that one rock for a second. Should you get automatic gold status at minimum by just having the Palladium open?
That's going to dilute it a ton. It's like the Hilton Aspire, right? If everybody has it, it's not special. I think Diamond status with Hilton is the same way. I would think you got to have some kind of spin-based bonus to have, especially status with a lender, not just a hotel. But that's maybe
good
me
point.
Personally.
That is a good point. Kerry?
It would go against Bilt's entire model. Their model is they want big spenders. That's what everybody wants big spenders, but they found a different way to do it. And so honestly, I'm not going to have any, I think most people with the Palladium aren't going to have any trouble hitting that status again. I mean, it's just, if you're putting a lot of spend on the card to maximize it, you're going to hit it pretty easy. Okay. Now to hit platinum's harder, but gold, I don't know that it's necessary because I think for the vast majority of the people who are really trying to maximize it, they're going to get there anyway.
You know what I think would make it easier? And I don't know if they'll change it. I could make that platinum status real easy. Just paying my property taxes.
Yeah. And income tax.
Just paying that, I would nail that every single year. Right now, actually, the business Hilton, like I told you guys offline, I got the Hilton business card 5 times just on my property taxes. I'll get some sort of free night because of the spend. It's ridiculous. So I think if they change that up and they allow you to do something like that, you'll see a lot more people to be able to get it. Big Kev, I want to thank you for the super chat and thank you for being a channel member. Big Kev, welcome back home. St. Patrick, how you doing, St. Patrick? Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you very, very much. Cardi FH, I'm pairing gold with Palladium, works great. Thank you for being here, Cardi. Yankee Man 311, I won't spend extra points or money on premium economy or business under 6 hours. Sledge, what do you think about that?
Let me say it again. I won't spend extra points money on premium economy or business. I feel like it's 6 hours, man. That's a long time.
That's what I'm saying.
6 hours is a long time, man. 6 hours is a long time. But man, to each his own, though. What
about Comfort Plus? What about Comfort Plus? That's an upgrade, right?
Yeah. Hey, Comfort. Hey, you get the extra leg room.
That's right.
Yeah, but you still okay. Look at Spencer, bro. Spencer's you're sitting in a row of 3 like this. I just can't. I want to just spread. I just want to just be comfortable. So
see, the thing with Comfort Plus is you don't know. You have to really look at the layout of that plane, right? Because sometimes Comfort Plus it's the 3 seats. Yeah. Sometimes it's the 2 seats. So you got to look at the layout of that plane first. But if
they upgrade you to the middle sometimes if you're by yourself.
Yeah.
You're so right. Yo, Big Kev says Obsidian and Walmart is killing the game for me. Use Walmart gift cards at 4 times at Sam's Club. Love it. MJ Tastic. First and foremost, MJ, thank you for being a channel member. MJ, did you find the love of your life? I was trying to hook up MJ months ago here on a live. Look at MJ's picture. He's a model. That's all I'm saying. But thank you for the super chat, MJ. Spencer, wait, how do I get 4 times food on using the Palladium? Sounds great. Can you explain it?
Yeah, there's a few different ways you can go about it. Try to think of the simplest approach here. I can use an example of one of my friends from college. I just recently helped her figure out the Palladium kind of because it's one of those cards that I can't just blindly recommend to people because you do have to understand it. But theoretically, even just by using your Bilt Cash for your rent rewards and the point accelerator, which that does take a lot of Bilt Cash depending on your rent and all of that, that alone already gets you to 4.33x with some simple math of you get the extra 1x boost to 3x, and then housing rewards, as long as you're maxing that out, you get effectively an extra 1.33x on all of the spend up to that 75% amount for your rent. So right there, that's 4.33. And that's not even considering using your Bilt cash for hotel credits or anything like that. That is actually a much higher valuation than both the rent rewards and the point accelerator. So that's kind of like a baseline of like how you could get there. But you'd have to do the math for yourself to see like how much.
Thank you.
Basically,
You know,
how you use your Bilt cash.
am I the only one that's not using it to pay their mortgage or HOA fees? I'm using it strictly as a regular credit card. I was a little reluctant, I'm going to be real honest, to try to, well, we hit 252. I'm sorry, that number just punched me in the face. Guys, thank you. 252, Jesus.
The 52 is on me. You usually get around 200. Does
Okay.
52 people? Yeah, they came for your boy.
I love you, Sledge. I love you. So
The Sledge show.
my thing is, I heard that they were having issues processing the payments, and I was reluctant. Have any of you guys experienced that?
I did two test payments in the beginning, and I did it in two different fashions. I did $25 pushing it through Bilt. It did, the pulling it from my bank did not work because my bank wanted to, you know, test the bank account with little micro deposits and me report it. That didn't work. So I pushed $25 and then I had them write a check because they'll do that too. And I have had no issues. Now I've been paying it for 4 months. Goes through perfect.
Okay, so when you picked your Palladium, you know how you have to pick whether you're going to do it with, what is it, with either Bilt cash or with the rent, whatever. Which one do you pick?
I do the Bilt cash.
You do,
You
okay.
can do it in either one, but I do the Bilt cash.
Okay. Spence?
Yeah, I was gonna say first with the little microtransaction things, that I had to do that at one point too, and they do send you a text. Like Bilt directly will send you a text.
Oh, I
I
didn't
don't
know
know if you
that.
like
So I
followed
didn't
through.
even proceed that far.
Yeah, you can use that too. They'll send you the text message whenever they get the money. What was, I forgot the question. Sorry, I was stuck on that.
No, so do you have it that you pay your mortgage or rent through it as well?
Oh.
That's what you do?
Yeah, I use a different method than probably most people here. I use it through Venmo, and it works perfect. I do it for my rent. I Venmo my landlord, so I just connected my Venmo through Bilt. Like that's one of their options for paying. And then, yeah, I use my Bilt cash every month to earn the 1x back on housing. What I would say earlier too, Joe, about like not using it for housing at all, I would assume that if you're running a ton of spend through it, that you're, depending on what you're doing, you're going to have, a lot of people would have a lot of leftover Bilt cash that is not going to roll over to the next year if they're not using it for rent rewards. So that's why one of the reasons that I like recommend it. I would have a really hard time spending, $1,000 or let's say, I don't know, $1,500 in Bilt cash through the other methods if I wasn't doing that. But maybe that's just me.
I appreciate you telling me that. I haven't really looked into that part of it. I've just been using it as a regular credit card, but yeah. I'm planning on trying. I've never been in a helicopter. I want to do Blade. I want to do, the hotel stays as well, and just and use it for that. But
and once you go Black Lane, you don't go back.
Here's it. I'm glad you mentioned Black Lane. So I have the City Strata Elite. You get 2 $100 credits every 6 months. I was trying to see if I could take a Black Lane ride from here in Jersey to Lower Manhattan, June 27th to the Village. They wanted $420 for a 14-mile ride.
Let me tell you how to use it. So
how then?
We were in Abu Dhabi, flew Etihad Abu Dhabi Airport, stayed at the Conrad, the Abu Dhabi Etihad Towers, Conrad. It was about a 45-minute drive from the airport. It was $106. And the guy was, so it cost me $6. And the guy was waiting with a placard with our name on it and carried our bags to the S-Class Mercedes and then drove us. And he said, anything y'all want to see on the, he didn't say y'all, that's a Mississippi thing to say, but he just said, anything you want to see on the way to, and Nona was like, well, I'd like to see this. And he's drove us all around the city for $106, and we got $100 back.
So out of the country, it's probably better.
Out of the country, it is smoking awesome. We did use this last one because we positioned to LaGuardia to fly to JFK to fly on Emirates, and we had to get from one to the other. And the last one we did was from there. It was $144. And so it cost me $44.
Okay. So that
But an
gives you
Uber
an
would have cost
example.
me $44 or more. So,
But that gives you an example. Like that's a perfect example. JFK to LaGuardia. You're literally still in Queens. For everybody, anyone out there that doesn't know, you're in Queens, right? So my thing is paying $420 for a one-way ride just to get 100. If they would have charged me 200, I would have bitten the bullet because I can take an Uber, right? I still have Uber credits and whatever the hell. An Uber ride from here to the city is about $90. So even if I double it, I would have done it because I would have said, okay, I was going to pay it anyway.
right.
And now I'm going in a limo. But $420 I thought was a lot. So
Well, and some people try to compare it, say it's terrible because it's so much more expensive, and because you can get an Uber for. It's not an Uber.
no, and I get that.
It's an upgrade. It's an upgrade, but there is a cost at which I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it for $400.
Yeah, and I also think it was a Saturday that I was looking to book it, and it's summer. I wonder if that all plays into it, you know. And now with gas prices in New York being high, I wonder if that's just all one layered thing after another. Thank you for that, though. MJ Tastic, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate that. Let me just jump here real quick. Rod Davis, how you doing? Hello from 35,000 feet, joining from the airplane heading to San Francisco. Rod Davis, thank you so much for coming through tonight. I hope all is well. Thank you very much for logging in tonight from way up above. We're at 257, guys. Insanity. Been using those. Filmo, how you doing, Filmo? Been using those Instacart ink credits every month. Store by Me has free pickup, and they bring my order to my car. Easy money. I gotta really look into that. Spencer, I'm gonna have to give you a call just to help me because I don't know how to freaking do that. I swear.
Kind of annoying, but once you get it set up, it's good.
Money Miles Maven. Kudos to whoever decided to get 4 of my favorite creators together for this live. Love it. I want to thank you guys because this is just we're flying through this, and I know you guys have a life and have to get to it. But Money Miles Maven, thank you for that. I appreciate that. This is so great, y'all. Authentic, raw, just real. Thank you for that key. Wait, Stinky Monkey Baby must have said something. Anthony, that's a lot of bananas with those Instacart credits. I love it. Gold requires 25,000 spend. It's too much. Water Killer lineup. Matt Matted is everybody's. He supports everybody. Thank you for that. Water Killer lineup. Big fan of all of you. Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, speaking
25K
of,
yeah, right. Okay, I'm gonna go. 25K at 3 times seems okay. Thank you for the memberships again. Damn, Matt. Thank you, Papi, so much for that. I appreciate it. Matt is the man. He's hilarious in the Discords. He really is just the best. Yuri says, at credit card condition, because prop taxes in New Jersey are highest in the country. We have very low prop taxes. I own 4 houses, and we don't have income tax. I don't pay federal tax, income tax. Yo, well, that's why I'd kill it here in Jersey. My house is 1,300 square feet, coming in at close to $13,000 in taxes, and my house is 1,300 square feet.
I won't tell you what it is in Mississippi then.
Don't do that to me, please. Don't. That's mean. That's bullying.
Our gas is also $3.42 today, so it's
damn, no, that's a bargain. Here, gas. Well, I don't pay for gas because I have an EV, but here was $4.19 today. Look at this. Kiki has a great question. Queen Key, what is the most you pay for coast to coast travel in points? That is a great question. I'm on the East Coast, so for me to go West Coast and back, what would you guys say is the most, or have you spent for coast to coast?
I can look. I did that somewhat recently, but I can't remember.
Yeah, me too.
That was one. I will say that's one of the only ones I've ever done first class domestic. When I flew from Philadelphia to LA, whenever I was doing a few of the Creator Conversations episodes, and that was like, it was like a 6-hour flight or whatever. So I upgraded to first class for that because the point, I think it was an Atmos one where I found award availability, and it was like 40,000 points or something each way, something like that. It probably was cheaper than that. I'd have to go look.
I target 15,000 points each direction on United. Now with if you have a United card, they've lowered their prices a little bit, and you can find 15. Because I fly out of Memphis, and you know that my son lives in Sacramento, so you know. and my grandchild.
By the way, do me a favor. Tell your son he was fire. He was such a wonderful young man. God bless him, man. It was a pleasure to meet him and talk to him.
Yeah, thank you. And so we go out there a lot. And so I shoot for, sometimes with American, it's 11,000 one way. With Atmos, it's often 12,500, but I'll pay up to 15,000. Sometimes United is right at 15,000. So, and then if I have, sometimes Delta will come in a little cheaper and I'll do Delta. So it's, that's kind of the standard, but I have paid more because when Nona wants to go see the grandbaby, I got to find a way to get her there cheap because she's still getting there. No matter what Bob has to pay. So that's, so when she says, what's the most? Infinite. I mean, infinite is the most, but I shoot for 12 to 15,000 each way.
Sledge?
About the same. I think it's like 15,000. I think it's 15,000 from Florida to Seattle, San Diego, and California, which I've been to earlier this year. All of them. And I flew Alaska every time.
So
mine must have been cheaper than that. I don't think mine was that expensive.
So I'm an idiot then because I flew Alaska to go to Sacramento, and it was the cheapest round trip first class because I had to go first to Seattle and then to Sacramento and then the reverse coming back home. But round trip first class was 100,000 Atmos points that I spent.
Well, it was first class,
but it was four legs, right? And I got the lounge included. And again, it's a long flight. It's murder. So I don't mind doing the spend for that. Delta wanted 180. United wanted 200,000 for the same type of flight. So Atmos came in really cheap. And Alaska Airlines, I love the service that they had. So I'll do that all day.
Did you check American? Did you check American?
I did. And I would have to do 2 connections, and that was just too much for me at that point. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Sure.
So, but okay. So Key, thank you for that, my love. Sci-Fi fan, hey there, everyone. Glad to see this live stream. Sci-Fi, thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Dem says 3 hours. This is cut off. Anything above that is economy plus, biz or first. Antonio Santiago, how you doing, Antonio? Thank you for being here. I think Bill should give Bill points as an anniversary benefit, like 5K or something, hopefully, eventually. Simply Andy here. How's it going? Late, but definitely gonna be watching when posted. Simply Andy, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you very, very much. Get that complimentary blade right when you hit platinum status with Bilt. See if I ever get that. Diamond status from Hilton is pretty rare outside of the United States. Source King, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Diamond status for me came in clutch just by having the card in Puerto Rico. When I got bumped for my flight, they upgraded me, gave me the food vouchers. It was amazing. So
people talk bad about diamond status, but we have never failed to get a suite upgrade outside of the United States.
But I was in PR, and PR on getting bumped from a flight where United paid for the room. They still recognized my status. They upgraded me. They gave me a voucher to, drink at the bar. So that was fire. So I hear you. Source King, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Nickel, what's going on, Nickel? Evening, gents. Great convo. Nickel, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Do groceries on rent day 4 times on Palladium Grocery. I forgot about rent day. Go figure. Gotta run. We'll watch the recording later. Hubby's calling dinner. Matt, enjoy dinner, Papi. God bless you, Papa. Give your husband my love. Bill will pay your mortgage if you don't have enough money and then send you a message to pay them. I guess that's talking about what I said before. Okay. MJ Tastic again with another super chat. Thank you for the super chat and being a channel member. Still enjoying single life at Joe. At Spencer, thanks. I currently don't use for rent, but do accelerator. So I'm at 3 times. I feel silly for not realizing I'd get another 1.3 spend on all my spend if I add my rent. MJ, you're not alone because I had no idea. Once again, the math for me, that's why we
have to have enough spend to have enough Bilt cash to do both. That's the real kicker.
And it's not all spend forever. It's only up to that 75% of your rent spend per month threshold, right? Like you can't get more than 1x on rent with Bilt cash. So that's how that math works out. But
Oh,
but
Right.
still.
But if he's doing the accelerator also, he also has to have the $200 for the accelerator for every 5,000 in spend. So the 5,000 he's spending is giving him back the 200 for the next 5,000 in spend. So he has to have more than that spend, 75%, in order to get his mortgage or rent points as well.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
Yep, and
Now,
this is all why people don't know how to maximize Bilt, because it's so personal too. Like everybody has to do their own math, right? That's the.
So let
Well,
me
what
ask
you
you
do.
guys this. My mortgage in my house in Florida is like 6 something, and then I pay the taxes separately. But then my HOA is like 400. So let's say 1,000, rounding it up. I would have to spend 750 on the card to not incur the fee, correct?
correct. Well, there's no, you just,
Well, the
don't think it's
3% or whatever I
it's
would.
just you would not, to get the full points value, yes.
Right. Okay. So I would have to spend 750, more or less,
If
right?
if you, on average, technically, but yeah, if you spent 500 that 1 month instead of 750, you would only get like 0.75 x points per dollar on rent instead. But you never pay fees. That's the one thing.
Never
You'll never
Okay.
pay fees. You just
But
won't get
that's the
points.
one thing I think, and I'm glad you explained that to me. I think my one thing is, do I want to commit spending 750 a month to one card? Like I said earlier, when I have so many other, cards or whatever. So I guess I'm in that no man's land. And again, 1,000 doesn't make or break you on rent and on the mortgage and homeowners association. But that's why I held it. And the card has been fire for me. I have almost 100 and something thousand points. I can't complain. I got the card in February and I'm there already, so.
Well, and the question for me is always like in Spencer's situation, I own a house, you own a house, Joe. We're in it's a different ball game for mortgages and rents. People don't realize, they think it's the same thing. It's not. So there are more options with renting. If I were in Spencer's situation, I would get a Summit card just like that and pay my rent and pay the 3% to get all those extra, to get Bilt points plus getting back Atmos points, because you get 3x Atmos points with the Atmos Summit card. And they allow that with a United card. They allow it with an Air France card, but they don't allow it on mortgages. So you and I are stuck. We got one option to get extra on our mortgage.
Now, would that work with the homeowner association or no? I wonder.
I don't know. Spencer, do you know?
With the would what
Like
work?
an HOA. So in other words, I have the mortgage in Florida, but it has an HOA, or I'm a part of an HOA in Florida. So I wonder if that portion, which is a separate bill in and of itself, if I got the Summit card in the future, if I do it that way, then I would be able to cash in all those points, correct?
That's something that the audience would have to answer. I'm not sure how the charges work. Yeah, Simply Andy just said it works with his HOA. Dim said the same thing. I would assume it does, because you're just basically using those ACH numbers to run the money through, so they don't really care where it comes from.
And
Thank you for
potentially,
looking at the chat, because I'm behind. So
and you can pay more than one person's rent or mortgage. If you had like somebody who like, I have a friend who has like 96 rental properties. Oof. Oh my. I mean, he could, and he runs a lot of, because he has contractors that work for him full time that run all this stuff. I have another friend who runs a business. He got the Bilt Palladium to run all of his business spend. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars through it. And you realize he could pay so many mortgages and get so many points. That's what we're saying. Bilt is just build your own adventure. It is totally unique to every person. So you can come to credit card, YouTube credit card, all of us creators, and you can get some principles, but we can't tell you what to do, because it's like everybody's situation is totally different.
So we're gonna end in a few. So I want to hit with the big cards in our ecosystems, but I want to just gun through the people that send super chats, if you guys don't mind. Carl Johnson, thank you so much for the super chat. You didn't miss, Carl. You could always hit me up. We can go through it again. That's not a problem. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate it. And thank you for the super chat. Lisa J. Stocks, thank you so much, my love, for being here. I appreciate you, my love. I guess it's thundering where you are, Spencer, huh? You okay?
Yeah, it's pouring now.
Oh,
But
damn.
yeah,
Okay.
we're all good.
Let me see, guys. I apologize, people, for not being able to answer all the questions, because there's a ton. But I want to thank St. Patrick. Thank you so much for the super chat. I'm not sure what my total annual fees are, but let's just say I set off the metal detector at the airport. St. Patrick, thank you. Yo, St. Patrick is the man. I love you, St. Patrick. Patrick, God bless you, man. Thank you for the super chat and being a channel member. Polo, good evening to you. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for the super chat. I really do appreciate you, Polo. Thank you for being a part of it, especially really involved the last couple of weeks. Again, Marcus coming back. Thank you so much for the super chat and being a channel member. Going back to work. Great show. Great show. Respect out to all three of you. This is a great community. Can we just all agree that Wells Fargo gets the win tonight? Looking forward to the ladies next week. Yo, Wells, where's Matt? Where's Matt Clausen? For God forbid. Yo, Marcus, thank you so much, Marcus. I appreciate you for being here tonight. Get home safe tonight, Marcus. I really do appreciate that. Coder, again, thank you so much. Talking about Wells, the Wells Fargo cards are pretty good, and the Premier Banking is top tier. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for the super chat. The only thing that pisses me off with Wells is that they're kicking the can down the road for the freaking Beyond card. They need a premium card. They're a premium bank. What the hell? What do you guys think about that?
I agree. I feel like it's hard to compete with the big dogs if you don't have that. Plus, I mean, even like lounge access these days is almost becoming like a prerequisite for being a big player in the travel space. I guess Citi doesn't have that technically, but
no. And then their cards have great multipliers for travel, but you're not giving them that last step of perk, right? So, oof,
it'll come. I'm sure.
Sledge?
I feel like my thing with Wells Fargo is for the average person, right? For the average person, I'm not talking about YouTube content creators. I'm not talking about people in the chat. For the average person is not trying to transfer points to international airline to get domestic flights.
Right.
You know what I mean? They have all of these international partners, and for the average person, I just don't think it's feasible.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, and the only hotel partner is Choice. You know what I mean? So it's not knocking Choice, but what I'm saying is it's the only one. Like, that's the only one, and then you have all these international airlines. And for the average person, I just don't think it's feasible. Are they good cards? Absolutely. Like, they have some very good cards. I just don't think they work out for the average person.
No, that's true. I appreciate
Unless they're
you.
doing cashback. You know what I mean? If you're doing cashback, then so be it.
Simply Andy says, may be crazy, but added my wife as an authorized user for the Palladium, but points stack up quick with housing included.
Cold window.
I love it.
I don't think that Wells Fargo knows who they are. I don't think that they have a clear vision statement of what they want to do, because they, first of all, don't have a high-end card, but they kind of can't because they won't approve people. I mean, I can't get a Wells Fargo. I mean, I do have the autograph because my old Bilt card turned into one, but they won't approve me. They won't give me a $300 credit line. And I mean, I've told you how many cards I have. They just don't. So they're kind of acting like Capital One in that. But then on these transfer partners, they're so slow about rolling them out. They can't decide, do we want to be a big bank that does the things that Amex does and Chase does, or do we want to be very guarded and very set? It's like they just made, like there's a conflict of interest in their vision.
True. No, thank you for that. Manuel Jimenez is in Maui. Manuel, have a safe flight back. Thank you for being a channel member. Thank you for the super chat. Manuel always tunes in from wherever the hell he's flying. God bless you, Manuel. We met Manuel. Remember Kerry in Sacramento?
Oh, yeah.
He lives out there.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Manuel. Is it bad? I've never been to Hawaii. I've never been, Carl, so I get you. Accelerator doesn't count on rent day. Thank you for that. J. Davy 1010. Thank you for the super chat. Flew JetBlue Mint on A321 from Barcelona to Boston. It was great. Would fly again. 75K Qatar Avios, which I transferred during a 30% bonus. See, I got to learn how to do those things. I'm terrible when it comes to that. I'm telling you, it's just nuts. Wait. I don't know who this shot is fired at, but Ian, of course. What a dumb card. It's been months. People still fighting over math. What a waste of time. Max the accelerator in 2 months and into the sock drawer for the rest of the year. Simple. Done. Ian.
I don't know who that shot's at.
I want to know who peed in Ian's cereal. I want to know. Ian. I'm just gonna take. We're gonna take Spencer, Sledge, and myself out of the equation and just put the bullseye on Curry. There you go. You know, it is what it is. Memphis Mike, as Luke would say, big league. I love it. That's freaking hilarious. I freaking love it. Carl Johnson says, Magic Mike, give me some pointers for Hawaii in the Discord when you get the chance. I love it. See, I like when people help out like that. Works with my homeowners association. Thank you for that, guys. I appreciate it. I pay mine through Appfolio, which I guess is another thing. Okay, great. Thank you. Oh, they also have Wyndham. I guess they're talking about Wells. I forgot.
Yeah, they don't count though.
Wells and JetBlue. Uh-oh. And Dope Soul Sports Collective. I love that name. Dope Soul, how you doing? Thank you for being here. And JetBlue. Thank you, Dope Soul. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I better see 100 likes. For the love of you guys that are online, how many likes do I have so far? I'm going to be mad if I don't hit 100 tonight.
My phone says 132.
Okay, so I'm good. Thank you. And I'm not mad at you guys. You know, it is what it is. I just take it personal. Sammy says, I can't get a Wells card, not even the choice privileges. Damn.
Dang.
Yeah.
See, look at this. I didn't even know this. Rod is right. I have the United A Club card. Joe, you would get Instacart Plus free through 12/27 with you. I have that card. Oh, for the love of God. What am I doing wrong here, guys? See, but that's what happens when you have too many cards and I don't have the spreadsheets like you have. It's crazy. Wow. All right, this is interesting. Sam, former Wells Fargo employee here. The underwriting on new cards was baffling to a lot of bankers. We would see people with super low scores get approved for high limits and high scores not getting approved. Sam, you are the man, Sam. Thank you for bringing that to light. No. Thank you for that. That's what people need to know. We're not making things up here, right? We always say, Spencer, how many times do you think that bank issuers and lenders would look at the crap they see on YouTube and or read on Reddit and then say, wait a minute, right? Like, that's how things, right? That's how things get nerfed. That's how things get crapped on. I mean, it is what it is. But here he is.
Only watch Anthony. That's right. That's
damn. Yo, I want to know who pissed in Anthony's cereal too. Hold on. Joe talked to Uncle Luke about transferring. He does it all the time. I will. I have to reach out to him. Now, last question, guys. Your premium card in your ecosystem. We know what they are. Give me the best part about that premium card and the worst part about that premium card. Starting with Sledge.
I already talked about the worst part. It's $895. It's $895. Not only is it $800, when you add an authorized user, you're adding another $200. So you're essentially paying $1,100 for 2 cards if you want to add on a spouse, right? When I also had my kids on, that's another $400 added on to it. So I was just telling y'all got to pay for this yourself if y'all want it. You know what I mean?
It was a relative bargain, right? When they had 3 authorized users for $195 at
175.
Right? Oh, right? That's 175. That's true.
175. It was 3 for $175 at one time, along with the annual fee.
So the annual fee is a big thing for you. And what is the best part about that card?
The best part about for me, just for me personally, is the lounge network, right? My Amex Platinum card, unless I'm going somewhere and I absolutely need it, I might need it to get into a lounge. I never carry it. Like, I never carry it. But after I finish using it, I go and I put a card that I'm actually going to use in my wallet and put the Amex Platinum card up, because there's no reason to carry it around, right? Because what am I using it for? If I'm thinking about buying a big purchase, like, I'm glad I'll pay for this camera. I'm glad I pay for that camera with it. You know, sometimes I take the 1X just to have that assurance with it. You know what I mean? Because I know the transaction is going to be cool with American Express in case something does happen. But for me, it's that the worst part is the annual fee. The best part is the lounge access, because you just have access to so many lounges. You know what I mean? But that's it for me.
Okay. Now, what about, I'm going to just, as an earner.
Yeah, it's trash.
It's trash,
It's,
right?
it's
Okay.
trash as an earner, but that's still not the worst part. The 895 is still the worst because you can still use 5X on flights, right? Like you can still use fly. I've never booked a hotel with the platinum, and I never am.
Now,
right?
what's the best version of the platinum card? Because there's 3 flavors. Which is the best, in your
No
opinion?
question.
All right. If you want to put the work in, and you need to add an authorized user, it's definitely the Morgan Stanley, right? It's definitely the Morgan Stanley because you can essentially get it without paying an annual fee at all, right?
Right.
And then you have the free authorized user. Now, if you somebody who just want to apply for a card and not want to get an E-Trade account and not want to put, you know what I'm saying, go through all these hoops to do it, then it's going to be the Charles Schwab version. But it's thinking that.
And there's more.
There's more. Because if you somebody who might be like, it's a chance I want to downgrade this thing, you better off getting the vanilla platinum. So you got to pick your poison with it.
That's a great point. You know what? I thank you for that because that's a great point. The way it breaks down, it's all going to be dependent on what you've had. Like I took the Morgan Stanley because I have Terry on it.
Yeah.
Right. And it gives me the free authorized user.
Right.
And then Calby, was it Calby Spencer that did the thing where he went to the bank and found out that if you pay, hi, my love.
Yeah,
how are you? How are you, sweetheart?
I'm good. I saw your wife giving you a kiss, so I thought I'd come give mine a kiss.
That is so sweet. I freaking love it. Thank you, my love. Calby did the thing where you could pay $55 a month to have their account with Morgan Stanley, and then you only technically pay $6.95 a year for the card.
Yeah.
Right? Is that still the thing? So even if you don't have enough money in the account and you just pay for the fee monthly,
it's still cheaper.
It's still cheaper. Okay. All right.
Another
so
thing I was gonna say real quick too, with if you're somebody that's looking to get one of the platinum versions, theoretically, usually makes more sense to get the vanilla first because of the higher offers. Before getting the other ones. But
for sure.
100%
on your long-term play.
But because you're always going to get the maybe 100,000 points now or whatever the hell it is normally with the 80. Damn, look at that. So
for a while they were 125 elevated on the Schwab and the
just a little while,
Morgan Stanley.
So Kerry, what's up with you and the Palladium card? Talk to me. The best part and the worst part.
It's so broad on both answers. So to me, on the best part, it's the best earning catch-all credit card of all time. I think, I really do. But the downside, and I mean we've talked about all that, so I won't go into that more. But the downside of it is the ecosystem because it's run by a bunch of 8th graders in New York City. It seems like. I mean, it's like that. Honestly, they just willy-nilly make a decision and then they do it the next day. And one of my channel members actually went to one of their events out in Los Angeles and said that he was talking to them and they said, yeah, that's our corporate culture. If anybody has an idea, we just let them go with it. That's how they run the company. That's how they run the company. So that's kind of a downside to me. It's like, maybe a little corporate strategy and all of that. So I would say awesome card, really disconcerting way that it's run sometimes.
Yeah, the customer service, if I had to say, and I got to give them credit, and I got heat for it because Dan and Jesse, if you email them, they respond pretty much all the time. They're very good with that. They try to fix the stuff themselves. But I guess it's just the service is still scattered. If you're on the app, it's sketchy. If you go to the call, it depends on who you get. Depends on what version of the card you have. So I get it, but there's still growing pains to it. So I see that point. But to be fair, you look at the Amex Platinum, which we just said is trash earner, Chase Sapphire Reserve. Overall, like if you go through the portal, it's great, but as an earner, it's not the greatest. The City Strata Elite comes in at 1.5. The Venture X is 2, and this is if you use the accelerator 3.3. You're right; it is the best earning premium card right out there as a catch-all. So I get that. Now we're going to go to and let's see how this goes, Spencer. Give me the best and the worst of Chase Sapphire Reserve.
Yeah, I can start with the worst. I think, to me, out of all of the premium cards, I mean, I think it is competitive, even, you know, with the platinum card. But the biggest issue with it is that it feels more niche, if that makes sense. Like across all of the credits and all that, like Sapphire Reserve, like the dining tables or whatever, Sapphire dining tables, whatever that is, that's super restrictive compared to like Resi with Amex. So even like the edit collection is not as broad as, you know, FHR. Like all these different things with Chase, it's like if it fits your lifestyle, the Sapphire Reserve is extremely powerful. And I happen to be one of those people where the effective annual fee on it is going to be lower than an Amex Platinum. But that's definitely not everybody. So like we were talking about this before the call, but like y'all don't even have this. You're not going to get anywhere near the same value as I do. And Joe, like you live in a metropolitan area and you still can't get the same value that I do. So It's like, it's just very specific to, you have to be the right person for that card. And I think it's more so the case with the Sapphire Reserve that is true than the other ones. So I think that's probably the biggest con in my eyes. I mean, yeah, coupon books and all that in general, I think are bad in a sense, but that's part of it. It's a more specific coupon book. The best part, I think, if you do consider all the overlap that it has with like the Amex Platinum, goes back to like what we were talking about a long time ago with it's like, what's the competitive advantage? It comes back to like the points boost and stuff like that you can't get elsewhere. I have found some good value, like even with the business platinum, because they have the points boost in a sense they have the points rebate feature with the flights 35% back. And that's been helpful and actually made my Amex points more useful. But I always come back to, like, what am I using my Chase Sapphire Reserve points for? It's usually edit collection properties, trying to get the 2 cents per point there, getting all of the benefits on top of it. And that they're the only ecosystem that allows me to do that. And you have to have the Sapphire Reserve for it. So it's kind of, I guess kind of similar answer to what I had earlier, but hopefully that makes sense.
No, it does. So thank you, Spencer, for that. Dennis says Emirates Piss and Anthony cereal. MS Platt all the way if you have a partner. Vicky, who always supports all of us. Vicky Arnold, I love you, sweetheart. God bless you, my love. Thank you very much. Vicky doesn't fail. She literally watches all our stuff and comments. My love, God bless you and your family, sweetheart. I really do appreciate it. Polo says, don't forget about the Resi credit on the platinum, everyone. Jan Williams, thank you for being here. Jan, earn and move on the Bilt points. Coder says he's still convinced 50K limits wasn't an accident. I agree. And, you know, this one, too, Aspire is the best premium card. And I have people that say it's a great card, you know, so.
I think that 50K limit move was because their whole strategy is to get people to spend big, and their big spenders can spend more if they get higher limits.
I hear you. So before we say good night, I want to just bear with me 1 second. I want to thank John's Credit and Travel. John, thank you for the membership. Thank you also for being a member for 26 months. Dem, thank you for the super chat. Sleepy Rod, thank you for being a member 14 months. Johnny, thank you for being a member 14 months. Anthony, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate you. Vincent, thank you for the super chat. Big Kurt, thank you for the super chat. Crystal Cove, thank you for the super chat. Memphis Mike, thank you for the super chat. Texas Dog, thank you. Polygraph Zone, thank you for the super chat as well. Mike Newland, Mighty Mike, thank you for the super chat. Waldo, thank you for the super chat. Texas Dog, thank you for being a member for 18 months and taking a shot at Johnny Ma. I love that. That was funny. Brandon, thank you for the super chat and being a channel member. Cameron, thank you for the super chat and being a channel member. Rod, thank you for the super chat. Adrian, thank you for the super chat. CJ, thank you for the super chat. Adrian, thank you for the other super chat. Coder, thank you for the channel membership. Happy Tom, thank you for the super chat. Big Kev, thank you for the super chat. MJ Tastic, thank you for the super chat. Mad Matt, thank you for the memberships. MJ, thank you for the super chat again. Carl Johnson, thank you for the super chat. St. Patrick, thank you. Polo, thank you. Polygraph, thank you once again for that. Coder, thank you again. I appreciate you. Manuel, thank you so much. Jay Davey, thank you so much for the super chat. And come on, Spence. Thank you, Papi. You didn't have to do that, Papa.
Dude, I've gotten so much love in my streams from your community, so it's about time I give some back.
No, man. Thank you very much. Guys, I will put the code to the Discord on the channel page. Let's say goodnight to mi gente here, starting with you, Kerry, Rewards Master. On you.
It's been an honor. I mean, I look up to all you guys. Sledge, watched all your stuff. Spencer, you're just such a force in this. And Joe, you're the man. Thank you. I appreciate
Thank
it.
you. Thank you for your kind words. And again, please, your wife is beautiful. God bless her. And tell your son it was really a pleasure meeting him in Sacramento.
I
That
will
was
do
really
that.
kind of him. All right.
I
Thank
will
you.
do that.
Spence.
Yeah, I mean, I can echo all the same things here. It's been an honor to get to do this. I'd love to come back and do it more. I mean, these
Hell
live
yeah,
streams,
bro.
they're so much fun. Like I haven't experienced one like this in a long time. It brings me back to whenever we used to do some of those like game shows on Calby's channel like 4 years ago. And yeah, it's such a good time. So I appreciate you having me and for all the love in the chat.
Yo, Spencer, thank you so much. And again, like Kerry just said, what you bring at such I mean this really as just a compliment at such a young age, because again, you're my son's age, literally. I can't thank you enough because you give us a different perspective that the three of us who are in our 50s, really, when we were your age, I doubt we knew what the hell this was. That didn't exist for us. So thank you for bringing that out and making it something that people can relate to. I appreciate you for that. Thank you, Spencer. Sledge, my
Thank you
man.
for saying that.
Hey, Joe, I appreciate you for having me on here once again, man. And Spencer, Rewards Master, man, it was a pleasure, man. Like this was actually funner than I thought it was gonna be. Like this was actually funner than I thought it was gonna be. I thought I was just about to come on here and just beat y'all down with my Amex knowledge and all that, but it turned into something.
Well, I think we all can agree you won. I mean,
I always win, man. But no,
that's right.
everybody did.
Because nobody else's opinion matters.
Come on, man. Come on.
Yes, he just took it back. Yes, he did. I remember that.
But you know what the thing is, when I get in these groups like this, it's so, you know, you get so on track with the stuff that you do. But when you get in there with people that's like-minded, even though we like-minded, we think totally different, right? And I grab something from you, I grab something from Spencer, I grab stuff from people that's inside of the chat, right? And it's always great doing these things, man. And I just want to leave y'all with these parting words, man. Man, live y'all life, man, because we only have one, and man, only have one. And remember, man, health is wealth. So make sure y'all take care of yourself.
Thank you, Sledge. Thank you, puppy. And you know what? Somebody just texted me, reminding me that I can't let Kerry Rewards Master get off easy. You need to do a wepa, bro.
Let me turn my volume down.
You need to do a wepa, Kerry, and it has to come from your gut. And you better, they are vicious here. They will give you the crappiest score ever. Trust me. You need to bring your A game. Stick out your chest. Do what you gotta do, bro. Let's do it. I'm gonna count you in. Oh, you got no. I'm gonna count you in, and it has to be more than 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3.
Wepa! There we go.
Yes. Okay,
Let's
I'm
go.
gonna give you that one. Thank you. Sledge.
Man, I'm in the hotel. I can't do that.
Yes, I know. That's right. Spencer, I know. Spencer, I know Kennedy's there. I can't put you through that.
I've done.
Joe trying to get me kicked out.
I did my time.
Spencer's done it. I'm gonna give you guys one because tonight was just freaking amazing. I really want to thank you guys. We have to do this again. I will leave it up to you what cards we do next and whatever the hell, however we do it. But next week, guys, don't forget the ladies are on. Miles with Mary, Stacy's Travel on Points, Kiki's Travel Adventures. And the week after that, I have somebody that has never been on YouTube before that I met with Daniel Braun in Puerto Rico. Chris Cobb will be on, and he is massive on Instagram and TikTok. And he's got a lot to share, so it's going to be huge. Are you ready? Big Kev said you need work. This is for you guys. One.
Take the headphones out.
100%. 1, 2, 3. Way! Thank you guys. I love you guys. Yo, somebody gave you a 3. That's dirty.
Is that bad? Is that on a scale of 4? Is that like
Out
a
of
4
10,
stars?
out of 10, out of 10. Thank you, Spencer, for that. I appreciate you. Damn, look at, of course, let's give me a 5.9. Damn it. CJ, thank you. Mi gente, thank you for being here. As always, we thank you. But more than anything else, we thank you for giving all of us the privilege of your time for the past 2 hours. Mi gente, I love you. God bless you. Peace out. The vein popped out. Yes, it did. Wepa man, absolutely love you guys. Peace.